Jay Hibbs, Stretford, Paddock, that's Stephen Howson. Manchester United have just had a 6-goal thriller with 3 big points against the mighty Sheffield United. Steve, happy days, innit? Nothing to moan about.
Do you know what? It was plain sailing like Sunday, wasn't it? So everything you would expect. I've just seen a comment which says Steve looks gutted with the win. I'm not gutted that we won. I'm fucking exhausted with this season. That's the difference, right? I'm always happy when United win.
Yeah.
But I am drained. I am fucking emotionally drained watching this fucking team at the moment. And I said I didn't go to the game tonight. It was Blake's parents' evening. But normally I'd be throwing a fucking thing in the middle, like, you know, it's my job. I gotta fucking go. Like, and I went, all right. And it ain't me to just be like, I fucking love football. Like, I spend all my day either fucking watching it, coaching it, talking about it, or fucking thinking about it. And I was like, not overly arsed at missing a fucking live game tonight, which it just ain't me. And then we go behind, clanger, nightmare. We pull one back, okay. Go behind again. All right, nice one. And then we pull one back. Didn't actually have the confidence that 2-2 we're going on and doing anything in this game. Bruno slaps one, top bins, nice. And then obviously we get something to put a bit of a separator in between us, and it looks comfortable in the end. But let's be real with ourselves. It wasn't, and they're the worst team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's draining. I'm not gutted we won. Like,
no.
My face looks like I am. I'm not. I'm just fucking tired, man.
No, I'm with you because it was weird. We didn't watch long. Ronnie sort of said it. He said it's weird because for a game that had 6 goals, there was a lot of it that was actually pretty boring and frustrating to watch. But, you know, the main thing is we got a win. We scored some goals, and there was positives there. No, I don't want to be too negative, but I'm with you. It's not like you can go, that's an amazing performance against a great side. But there were some good displays in there. What did you make of the midfield today? What did you make of the likes of Bruno, Eriksen and Mainoo?
I think Bruno's had... I thought, again, when he comes back, I think he's got playmaking in him. I really want to see him just get until the end of the season and then buy someone that can be a destroyer in there, and you can put him back where he plays best. And he'll probably play better when he's got protection behind him, because you won't be going anytime he does lose the ball, because he does lose the ball. I don't think it's as big a drama as some people make it out to be, but he's our creator. He's the one trying shit. He loses the ball. You're not going to get as mad at him losing the ball in the same way that City fans don't get mad at Kevin De Bruyne missing the ball, because Rodri sweeps up for him and gives it him back.
Yeah.
Right? So and then what happens is he ends up pulling a goal or an assist out. So, like, is anyone talking about how often he lost the ball tonight?
Bruno Fernandes, not from what I...
Hang on. Let me fucking pull it up for you. I'll tell you how much he lost the ball. Because you know what? It's irrelevant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're like, he scored fucking 2 and he got an assist. Like,
yeah, that assist was nice as well.
It matters every other fucking time. So
yeah.
It matters tonight. So I'm just having a look. And again, this isn't me digging him out. It's the opposite. It's me fucking sticking up for him. But, you know, sometimes you got to point it out because people are fucking thick. Possession lost 28 times.
That's a lot, even for him.
I don't give a fuck.
No.
I think if you put someone that can actually sweep it up, mop it up, give it back to him, yeah, cool. Let him lose it 30 times if he creates and scores 2 fucking goals. I couldn't give a Frenchman's fuck. But I actually think he does have playmaking in him. So I'd love to see him just drop back to that 6 line and let him, like, the guy's got legs. He's got that Wayne Rooney factor in him where he's like, why are you at right back? Just fucking get up there. Like, I think he's got that factor in him where he'll cover every blade of grass because he gives a fuck. Like, yeah. I think he's 1 hour at a wall after the game on Sunday looking at his hand.
Yeah, I saw that when he said he's hurt his hand when Eriksen was, so he's hurt his hand but he should be fine. I thought, his hand, what's he done? And then like that glove that he's wearing, basically, that's a bandage that's like a proper bandage, looks like it's something serious has gone down there. I wouldn't be surprised if he had, because he's a somewhat emotional player. What did you make of Mainoo and Eriksen? Obviously, Eriksen was took off. Well, Mainoo was took off as well.
Mainoo trying to make people. I want to see him play with a little bit of arrogance in his game. I think that, you know, you play with that sort of confidence, it's nice. Christian Eriksen brought what we thought Christian Eriksen would bring, which was, you know, a high level of pass completion. The game went pretty much how we thought it was going to go. You know, Sheffield United was always going to sit back and try and use Diaz on the counter. Eriksen fucking anyone who played in midfield was always going to have a lot of the ball. It was about whether United could actually transition well enough to cope with what would be set piece threat, transitional threat, or a fucking clanger from our own players giving them the first goal. They were a bit more open and like they had a slightly higher line than I thought they would have. Like they was allowing us in behind, which was their downfall really, because if they'd have sat in a little bit deeper against us, I don't feel like we've got the ability to break a team down at the moment. So, but it was nice to see us do it. I mean, even like, was it the last goal? Yeah, was it Højlund's goal? Like,
Yeah.
Look how high their line is for us to get in behind it. Look at that run that you saw from fucking Delo to get in behind. Like, there was time and time again we was getting in behind. They didn't low block as much as we thought they would do. Or maybe they just chose their moments to sort of try and spring something on us and win the ball back. But yeah, it was. There was all sorts of things happening in that game. We only conceded 10 shots.
Wow, for us that's like amazing. 10 shots. What's going on there?
We had a load of control.
Well,
Casemiro making some last-ditch fucking smashing tackles.
Didn't even get booked.
I think he's enjoying playing centre half. I'm going to be honest with you.
He'll probably enjoy it a lot more against Sheffield United than he would against other teams, to be honest with you. I know they had the moments, but let's have it right. Like you said, the bottom of the table for a reason. I mean, how do you judge all this, Steve? Because you've got Jason Wilcox sat there that the camera kept going to. You've got the FA Cup final coming up. You've got this league campaign where you've still got, obviously, some big games coming up. I mean, do you feel like what happens in the league can affect Erik Ten Hag's future, or do you feel like decisions already been made, or do you feel like even if it doesn't affect his future, you want to get results going into the FA Cup final? How are you looking at these games? Or are you even crazy enough, like Scotty was, to think we've still got a chance of Champions League football?
What?
Yeah, that's why I said that reaction. That's exactly what I said. I thought you were sober, but I think we need to piss test him.
Yeah, I agree. No, that's fucking mental. How do I judge this season? I don't fucking know, Jay.
It's one of them, isn't it?
I don't fucking know, Jay. I'll tell you this for free, though.
Go on.
Wilcox didn't walk in the gaff yesterday and say, fucking Baldy, listen in.
Oh,
You've got 24 hours to totally change up the way this team plays or you're out the fucking door. I'll tell you that did not fucking happen yesterday. Fact.
I said, because Ronnie was chatting about that before the game, and I said that's, and I think Muppeters or someone had tweeted something about it, but then someone in the chat said the way they'd worded it was like, it's been said that this happened, but, we don't know kind of thing. I've not checked. But I just thought that seems a bit far-fetched, that to me, that he's coming in and the same day he's told the manager this, that and the other. I mean, surely that's just nonsense. But this is the thing. We're in this state now with United, whether it's opinion, whether it's news, no matter how outrageous it sounds, because United are in a bit of disarray, you can get away with just coming out of anything and people will buy it. So you could get away with coming out and going, sack Ten Hag today and bring in a manager to take us through the rest of the season, and people go, yeah. Or you could come out of a story and go, well, apparently Sir Jim Ratcliffe phoned, Steve McLaren and told him to take over from Erik Ten Hag, and people go, oh yeah, that sounds right. It's just nonsense.
Jim Ratcliffe has given Ten Hag the nod for planning permission on a 7-bedroom house in fucking Hale Barnes. He's definitely staying.
I think I've actually seen that tweet. Don't shoot the messenger, but I've just been told, make of it what you will. Do you know them ones? Where it's just like, okay, in other words, you don't know anything.
It's like when Robert De Niro was in Eccles.
Yeah. Yeah, just saying, right?
Listen, I've seen a man that looked like Schneider, and he was in the queue in front of me at Greg's at Stretford Mall. Make of it what you will. Make of it what you will.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. We had a lot of them, didn't we? That was when early Twitter took off with the Schneider rumours. Honestly, bro. Listen, one last final thought from you. Burnley at the weekend. Is it just a case now of just trying to get these results in, get some performances in, and just sort of, not give people like you an headache, or people like me an headache, and stop it being a hard task watching Manchester United? I don't feel like in this league, genuinely, like, I know there's still some, in terms of we can qualify for this or whatever. I just feel like it's almost just, don't mess it up. we're going into these games like, don't fuck it up. Like Burnley at the weekend, I'm just thinking, it's Burnley, innit, man? Like, come on.
I want to go back on the bogus journalism thing. So, the Mirror did an article, a fucking whole article. And this is Disco Mirror as well, which I think is a friend of the channel. But he needs to
I like Dave. I've got a lot of time for him. All right, fair enough.
Right. Ten Hag misses the perfect chance to borrow Sir Alex Ferguson's example by burying sand in sand, for starters.
I pointed that out on Twitter because you know me.
By the disgrace comments. Now, they're talking about Sir Alex's comments after, I think Aberdeen beat Rangers in the Scottish Cup final probably about 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Where he goes, fucking disgrace of performance. I think, paraphrasing, standards have been set at this club a long time ago and they were nowhere near it. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
And that did the rounds again at the weekend after people deliberately misinterpreted what Ten Hag said in his post-match press conference. And he's obviously trying to draw the parallel between, like, he should have said something along the lines of what Fergie said. Fergie actually apologised for that, like, that season, I'm pretty sure. And then in one of his books, either in Leading or in Managing My Life, Fergie goes, I cringe when I see that. It comes up now and then and I see it. He goes, and I cringe at that. He goes, I should never have said that. He goes, I should have celebrated the cup final win rather than being whatever with it. But, you know, I just thought that needed bringing up because journalism's in a fucking gutter. And
it is, and it's sad because there's I hate it when people say, I know you've just said journalism in the gutter, and I get your point, but when people think all journalists are terrible, because they're not, and there's a lot of good journalists out there, and there's a lot of journalists who do the job and do it well, and do their own work and have sources, and you know what I mean, and you know who they are. Most of them are working for The Athletic, if I'm being brutally honest, and I've not got shares in The Athletic, it's just The Athletic went out and got all the top journalists, that's what they did, and you can see that in the articles and the writing. But people just think, like, get jaded with all journalism because they see things like that and you think, come on, man, that's a bit of research. And also, if we're being honest, I don't like being cynical, but you know that anyway. You're printing that even though you know it. Do you know what I mean? This isn't someone who's not...
I would expect good journalists to fucking know that.
No, you know that. You knew it. You've just quoted what book you think it's from. It's from one of Fergie's books. I remember it coming up again when Pep got hold of Sterling at the end of one of their finals and was moaning at him. And people going, oh, that's what Fergie... And then people going, no, actually, Fergie apologised for it because at the end of a cup final, you should be celebrating, not digging players out. So it's just, you're in that phase now where it's like any negativity towards Ten Hag is going to sell. Any negativity towards United, any sort of sense of injustice towards our opponents is gonna sell. So yeah, it just gets very, very boring. But one thing don't get boring, bro. Liverpool lost, didn't they? Hey?
Yeah, I probably finished to that, in all honesty, Jay.
Yeah, I can as well. I think yeah. I think that's what I'm going to go and do. Anyway, always a pleasure, my brother. I will see you tomorrow for Off the Bar. Go and check out Stephen Howson's channel. Go and check out Stretford Paddock FC as well.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Ethan Wheatley for making his debut.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that.
Academy graduates now. I don't think any other club has got any record even fucking remotely comparable to that.
Do you know what? This is what I was saying. Someone asked me about the treble the other day because it's the anniversary. And they were saying, like, what's so special about your treble and all that. And I was listing all the different things, like the 90th, the amount of games we came back from where we were losing, this and that. And also, the core of your team was academy players. Like, you had 6 academy players and at least, 4 of them played nearly every game. You ain't going to see that again. You're never going to see that again. Never
played every minute of every game from Liverpool onwards.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? David Beckham, as you rightly point out, should have won a Ballon d'Or. Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt. I don't know, this is just named the players. But all vital.
Shit,
yeah, sorry.
Shit.
He married a Spice Girl.
Posh Spice tax, apparently.
Yeah, that's how he got in the team. That's how he got all them England caps. That's how he won the treble. That's how he got all those Ballon d'Or votes. That's how he...
that's how he took them corners in the final.
I think, yeah.
Spice Girls tax.
That's exactly. That's what it is. That's what makes you score from halfway lines. Right, on that bombshell, I'm going to leave it there. We'll be back for more nostalgia with the brew on Friday. I think Uncle Webby's coming in on Friday anyway, so we'll have a good reflection there on the crazy days. Always a pleasure, Speak to you tomorrow. Make sure you hit like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.